Cowgirl Kind is a beef tallow skincare business based on high quality, small batches made with care and intention. All ingredients are carefully and thoughtfully sourced for the highest quality. It is an incredibly effective product. Cowgirl Kind is locally owned and handmade by Melinda Kirkby. Visit cowgirlkind.com. At Arena Mindset, we are empowering athletes to transform their lives by cultivating grit, resilience, purpose, and authenticity. We believe the mind is an athlete's most powerful tool, and by overcoming the challenges of mental performance, they can build unshakable confidence and achieve success in every arena of life. Dollar signs, though, has been good to both of you.
Yeah. Dollar signs and Rebel Force. Those are the two. Well, we shared three. I had a horse named Helicat. That was our very first horse that we shared. And I almost had a mental breakdown over it because, I didn't understand that he had to ride it too all the time. And then we were fighting.
You showed four, though.
It's my turn.
What was the other one?
Captain.
Oh, yeah, Captain! My horse last year. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, we've done it 4 times. Been successful twice with getting the Open and non-pro finals. Then I was 5th on my horse last year, and he lost a cow, but won the fence work and did really good in the reining. He just had hell in the cutting on him.
Yeah, cows. They're great. The great deciding factor, right?
Jerks.
I know. They taste good, though.
Yeah.
They taste great.
Yeah.
They taste better after a show, even.
They do.
So Dax was he changed his mind through the high school rodeo opportunity. Man, I sure do like seeing how much the cow horse is changing that dynamic.
Well, and even the money and stuff, because I think him and Tucker had a fraternity horse one year. I hated her. She wasn't going to work for me. I probably wouldn't have won 1 cent on her.
Right.
And he just worked at her, and I think he's won close to $40,000 now on her.
I think it's close to 50.
Maybe 50,
yeah.
but Daxon, when Tucker started working for me, Daxon was still going. He was at Telford's in Texas.
Oh,
but they both high school rodeoed together. So Tucker and Daxon, Texie, Tucker, Daxon. But they all high school rodeoed and did the cow horse together. So Tucker was familiar. And then when he was 18 and graduated, we were looking for somebody, and he gave us a holler, and it's been just a natural.
So you guys knew him through the
just
years.
a little bit, but
yeah, since he was a freshman. Yeah.
But them two, they showed. I don't know if they got 2 years in the limited or not, but
no,
they're both intermediate now.
They bumped up fast.
Yeah, they jumped right up and had some success in that.
Yeah.
Dax was reserve at the snaffle bit.
Daxon won 2nd at the snaffle bit. He cusses Andrea for being there, but
well, that's a reasonable thing to cuss. I mean, nobody wants to see his name above yours when you're walking in the show pen.
I'll never forget. We have a really good friend named Ricky Nicolazzi, and I think it was the year Daxon was 2nd to him, but earlier that year in the Derby.
Yeah, it was at Ricky's birthday.
Ricky Nicolazzi has a birthday party that he always invites us over and likes to cook. And
at the Derby.
At the Derby, so we'd went over to his place there in Scottsdale, and Andre had come. And Tucker, the one mare wasn't that good in the reining, but he was good in the cutting. So the way that Andrea had him by 5 points, but then Tucker was 2nd and 3rd in the level 1 by 5 and 6 points. And so we're all sitting there just eating dinner, and Andrea says to Tucker, he says, "Hey, can your horses go down the fence?" "Yeah, not bad."
Well, and Tucker doesn't talk.
Yeah, he don't say.
Unless he has a beer in him. If he has a beer in him, he can go.
That's the magic right there.
He says, "Yeah, they're okay." And he said, "What have you marked on them?" "Oh, I've marked 76s before on both of them." And Andrea, his face was like, "Oh, shit."
It's a little feather in Tucker's cap right there. Just
you
made
could see
Andrea
him nervous. And then he did. He went and marked some big marks. He just
frickin' rolled it out,
couldn't quite
baby.
get there.
Oh, man.
And then that same mare.
I think he ended up reserve and third on both those horses.
Yeah, he
at
was
the Derby.
second and
Yeah.
third. And then here at the, I mean, you know how tough the Idaho
Oh, man.
Derby is.
It's tough.
They let Matt Cook time for first, and Matt got a little. I can't remember. No, I think Matt got him by half a point.
Yeah.
Tucker's probably should have won it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, and that mare, I'm telling you,
In the Open.
I
yeah, he
couldn't
was-
win $1 on her.
Wow.
But them two just click, but he's had a lot of success on her.
That's awesome. It's funny how that works, though. Sometimes people
Yeah.
they are a good team.
Well, and back then too,
Yeah.
you know, like the horse Daxon was reserve on, like Zane with Davis, these ain't gonna be open horses for me.
Mm-hmm.
So he would send them two both got a couple horses from Zane to
Nice.
show. The
Yeah.
one that Daxon was reserve on, he went on with and
Oh, good.
and
Yeah, he did really well into
Yeah.
the Derby. I think he's still eligible. I think he's getting him back this month.
yeah,
But yeah, he'd been sold and been
Mm.
muddled around a little,
Mhm.
and now he's coming back. So that's.
I
good.
think Daxon was third here at the Idaho Fraternity
Mhm.
last year on one of Zane's
Yeah, I remember
Zane
that.
got rid of, and
Yeah.
I mean,
They're the ultimate catch riders. But in saying that, it's cool that our program has every logistic in it, from Callie being like a level 1 rider to the intermediate guys. You know, not very many programs have a rider for every
Level of horse. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, because if it's not an open horse, like right now they're kind of going back and forth with some of the fraternity horses. Like it's not really fitting me, so Brandon will send it to the boys. The boys will ride it.
we
and
do a
then
lot
Brandon-
of trading around.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just trade around and switch around, and then it
But
gives a bigger opportunity for
Right.
these horses that might not be open horses,
Mm-hmm.
but then maybe they're coming on and then they switch back, and
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely a unique program.
Well, and as an owner, I mean, I would think that would be appealing because you're not trying to take a horse that's just not going to work
Yeah.
and force it, right?
Right,
Because
blow it up or-
you want to
yeah.
keep it in your program. You're like, okay, but it's not working for this program, this portion of our program, but maybe
Yes.
it'll work
It's
here.
hard for me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I have friends that, they start off with this many, and they get to the fraternity with this many,
Yeah.
and who knows what happened to them. And I mean, when I started this deal, it wasn't about if you had a good horse or a bad horse. It was that they paid you and you trained it.
You made that
It
horse as
isn't
good
about-
as it could be.
How good it is, it's about what you can get out of it.
Yeah.
And you don't push it past that, and you have to ask it to get to a level to keep going. And we still are that way. I mean,
Right.
people send me 2-year-olds to right now, and they're like, "Is it going to be a superstar?" Probably not, but I mean, we don't have it trained yet. How do we know?
How do we know? Yeah.
You know, and I mean, yeah, we probably know it isn't a superstar, but then they're like, "Well, what can one of the boys?" Yeah, well, then I may hate it, and them boys ride it, and then you see it, and you're like, "Man, I should have given that," and then I'll take it back over, and I mean, you never know who's going to end up showing them.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Well, and it used to be like, I mean, now you're very, specific with the sport that you're training for, but I'm sure at one point it was, would this make a rope horse? Or would
oh
this
yeah,
make
it's still a little
Yeah.
that way because
Yeah.
especially now with the rope horse still going. I mean,
Man. Yeah.
we have it in there too because I mean Mike Kunzler. I mean he grew up on our place. Him and Dax in high school rodeo together. I mean they did it. He showed cow horses with us. I mean he was right there. Hell, Sophie calls him his kid. I mean
Oh.
she probably talks to him more than
He was raised literally 50 feet from me. I was his mother.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
so.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We have somebody in the rope horse world too that, like the stud Rebel Force. I mean, we bought him as a 2-year-old. Sophie makes the non-pro finals on him. It was kind of a bad year to make that finals on him. I don't know who the idiot was that changed the reining for the finals, but it was the year that was the run-in pattern.
Oh, that's rough.
And I
Yeah,
make
a
the
whole
open
bunch of
finals
run-ins.
on him, so we run him, and he gets wound up. And so as a 4-year-old, Sophie I told her, I said, if I keep showing him and trying to win in the open, he's going to be blown.
Yeah.
So she just took him and showed him last year.
Like low key. Like, and I
Yeah.
didn't even push him showing him. I just cruised and like to give him, good experience.
Yeah.
And, because to me, I think the longevity of a horse's
Yes.
mind is everything. There's a lot of people that are like dollars,
Yeah.
and to me, like it's not worth hurting a horse in any way, mind or physically, in trying to get it done, because we have bigger goals for him, and the goal was to come back for Brandon to show him this year, and he come back and.
I made the stakes finals. I made the Derby finals.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to show him here. But
It would
next
paid off.
year, I think we're going to send him to Mike and let him rope on him as a 6-year-old.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, give him, he can run, and I think he'll be really good at it.
Do you think, like, I love hearing that you guys are putting that mind first, because I think sometimes, like you said, the agenda gets in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Not at our place.
and we all got into this for the horse.
Yep.
And sometimes I think along the way people forget that.
Yeah.
So I love hearing that mentality.
Yeah.
Put the mind first, put the horse first. And do you feel like when you give them time to go do another job like that, do you think that like really benefits them mentally
Oh yeah.
and in the show pen later on?
We come home from the Derby, which was 10th of June. I don't know what exact date is, but he got kicked out, which I've never done.
He's
it.
a stud.
She's screaming bloody murder at me.
I'm like, oh
And
my
I
God,
just-
they're gonna fight. They're
I
gonna
just
kill
turned him
someone.
right in the gilding trail with like 7, 8 other gildings and turned him out. And
They've been fine. They were great.
I don't think I caught him last
last
week
week.
and started getting him ready for this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah,
had a
been
break.
turned out.
Good.
I mean,
Good.
I might get whooped here on him, but
Yeah.
I mean,
It's okay.
I've
That's
took him
exactly
to the ranch
Yeah.
rodeos and used him there.
Oh, good.
I mean, so
Yeah.
at our place they get it all.
Well, when I saw
That's
how good
good.
everything was going for him at being turned out, so I went and got my Red Lines horse out of the stall, and we gilded him. I showed him as a stud at the snaffle bit, and we brought him home and gilded him. I kicked him out there with him too. He's a little barked up a little bit. He's got a little bite marks, stuff like that.
Little scuff here and
But
there.
like his mind is so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's so much better for these horses to be horses.
Agreed.
I feel so bad for these horses that are stuck in stalls. It reminds me of like retirement homes,
Yes.
and they develop all these weird
Quirky.
things that they do because of the boredness and their minds it's awful. It's awful. They
Yeah.
crib, they do all this bullshit because
Yep.
they're just bored. And at our house, like my dollar signs mare, she has a buddy. Like I kick them out together. She's been turned out ever since the Derby too with her
Nice.
her buddy. And so that's that. What's Lottie's name?
Time for new stock.
Yeah, time. Yeah, so our show horses go together, and
Yeah.
they get this time that they're out. But if not, I mean, they just, to me, it's just so sad. They get blown
agree.
up and they do weird shit, and
I agree.
next thing you know it, you have a frizzle fried horse that,
Yep. They go from standing in a 10 by 10 to high pressure arena situations,
Yeah.
and that's it. There's no in between.
I mean, can you imagine if that was your life?
No, it'd
I mean,
be
I'd be
miserable.
like,
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I agree
forget
with you.
it.
I'm the same way. I have 12 by 16 stalls at home with 35 by 28 runs off the back that they're always allowed to. They can talk to each other over the fences. They can run out and play.
Yeah.
I agree. I
It's
try
a-
to take them to go rope. I try to take them to go
Yep.
Yeah.
whatever. Like, let's go do other things so that
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
a
fried.
huge part of our deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
We rope. I mean, some of the 2-year-olds haven't been roped on yet, but
Mm-hmm.
like our 3-year-olds, we left the stakes, and I'm pretty sure we branded close to 2,000 baby calves
Oh, wow.
from the stakes to the Derby, and we used all 3-year-olds.
That's awesome.
Well, that's a lie. We had some. I got bucked off one here a couple years ago, and he tore my ear off and broke my arm, and
What?
and so I'd make the boys take them the
I have
first
a
few
video.
times, but I ride all them bridle horses, all them that stud. I mean, every one of them. Like we just use them.
They're supposed to be cow horses,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
well,
mean, yeah. I mean, originally this came from Vaquero traditions where they were out, like they were using horses. They were
Yeah.
ranch horses. They were, yeah.
Well, we stopped using them for a long time, And I told Brandon, I says, this is ridiculous, my Hazel $signs mare. I says, like, I'm trying to, like, open and close the roping chute, and she's having a meltdown. I'm like, what in the crap happened? I says, we used to have, like, these super broke horses, but they were crappy show horses.
Right.
But they were broke. I says, we got to, like, get our horses back to, like, we got to have good show horses, but we got to be able to, like, open a roping chute and do
get my
stuff
jacket
like
off
that.
the fence
Yeah,
without dying,
I mean, I'm like, what in the,
things like that.
You know, they're great show horses, but now, like, that was the end. When she was having a meltdown about steers coming up the roping chute, I'm like, we're
done
changing
with this
stuff. Yeah, like, they are getting roped on. They're getting this. They're getting that. Because I think just sometimes when you ride so many horses, you just lose the time on doing other things on them.
Yeah.
Like, they get there 30 minutes and then they get put back in the stall.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, they're broke for the show, but are they broke?
Right. Well, and are you going to be able to depend on them mentally when you get to the show?
No.
Because a lot of times you end up with a dragon.
Yeah. And you're trying to maintain whatever.
Trying to look like it's
capacity.
okay even when it's not.
Yeah. And these little things are really the key to keeping a horse's mind sound and doing all these things, you know?
Agreed.
But, yeah, so I don't know. It's what we do.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we go pound them hard out riding.
No, you're not running them through the rocks or
No,
anything.
God, no.
You know?
But I mean, like we do, we'll go ride them out, you know, go like check my zebus. Or we'll go out and my zebu herd. Yeah, I have a zebu herd. Yeah.
So tell me more about this.
They're just my mini cows. I love them.
Oh.
But but I mean, we ride them out. I mean, we have a huge ranch that we no longer have cows on that we lease the grass, and so like we'll go check like the neighbor's cows or whatever, you know, just see how the fence lines are going. You know, ride them out like an easy deal, but.
Yeah.
There's a lot of show horses that are trained in town that never get the experience of just riding out through the sagebrush and having a, you know, chucker fly out or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
And our 2-year-olds, like, I mean, we have Callie and Tucker and Daxon and Tori but a lot of times, like, you can see a 2-year-old getting to that point where it needs to come back down. Mm-hmm. And Callie's really good at it. Like, we'll send her, like, hey, why don't you take that one for a week and just go out through the sagebrush? And sometimes she takes rides
so you're
them
trotting around the sagebrushes.
she'll be trotting.
Yeah.
I mean, just cruising out through the sagebrush. And and you can tell, like, mentally, after they've done that for a week, it's like they're a different horse.
Yeah.
Well, and there's no reason you can't work on getting them off a leg or keeping them between the reins.
No,
I mean,
totally.
pick your sagebrush, pick your lines,
Yeah.
keep them honest. It's not like you have to go out there and just let them be wander around not learning anything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like being reactive.
Yeah, you can still take those opportunities to teach them something.
Yeah,
and
that's
especially
why I gotta
like
change leads
especially
out
like
there.
them old bridle horses.
Oh yeah.
Like Junior, he's 14 this year, and I mean he gets rode every day because we have to keep him in shape. But we hardly. I mean, he only gets schooled very little.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows his job.
Yep.
I mean, we ride him out through the field. We rope on him. We use him for everything.
Right. Yeah. No, that's great. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, that explains a lot as to why your horses always look like they're together in the show pen.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
You guys make it look good. So does Texie still have interest? I know she had a baby, which is awesome. But is she still coming back for the show pen?
You know what? She had a snaffle bitter for this year, and we always thought that there was something a little bit weird with it, and he ended up having wobbles.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so it's been a tragic event at
That's,
our house. That her little horse, this cute little horse, she bought a snaffle bit entry and everything, planning on, and
shoot.
we could feel that there just wasn't something right. Brandon said,
He just get worse and worse.
Yeah,
and
it just
worse.
started
Fell
getting-
down on me.
Oh.
and
he just wasn't safe to ride. So unfortunately, she's not going to have a snaffle bitter for this
Dang.
year. But she does have one for next year. That
Cool.
it looks like so far he's going to be an open horse. Maybe
Oh,
Brandon
nice.
and her can share him or something. But
That'll be good.
yeah,
Yeah.
she
I don't know
she
if that would be good or not.
Well, it'll be interesting, if nothing else.
Yeah.
It'd be very interesting.
We might be all standing at the back gate
Yeah,
listening
like-
to how that one goes.
yeah, that really could be. But Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. I told her I was sitting in my chair and I said, "Hear this sound?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "That means I'm taking your horse." Hear that sound, Texie? You know what that means? Yeah, you're taking my horse, huh? I said, "Yeah." He's a really nice little stud horse, but yeah, we all have some good 2-year-olds for next year, but we say that every year.
There's something about a prospect. It's real exciting.
There is too.
It's like playing the lottery on a whole nother level,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. As if our entry fees weren't playing the lottery enough. That prospect is even more.
I heard Jim's, I don't know if it was Jim Spence's wife or I can't remember who's, because how's the 3-year-old? Oh, they're just horses. How's the good 2-year-olds? She said, well, what happens to all them good 2-year-olds? And Jim says, duh, they turn 3.
Exactly.
And there's more truth to that than you know.
Exactly. It's all of a sudden our expectations are just so much higher, right? That 2-year-old in the beginning, you're like, oh, it loaded in the trailer, like such a good boy. Oh, it stood here while I gave it a bath, like such a good boy.
Yeah.
3-year-old,
made.
Yeah,
oh, it looks so pretty. Yeah,
yeah.
I
And then we expect stuff of them as 3-year-olds, and it changes a little.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So, you guys all, do you have a passel of maturity horses still to show though this year?
I don't have mine. We sold that. We were gonna show in common. So she was sold.
I think we got 8 fraternity colts this year.
But he has. This is the first time I haven't had a fraternity horse in a long time.
Yeah, you needed a repeat title.
I know.
What you got that
I
non-pro
love
title?
the snaffle bit though.
Oh my gosh,
They're
it's so cool.
Raw and don't know anything, and it's just beautiful. They're not trying to outguess you, or I love fraternity horses.
Yeah.
I love the journey from 2. About this time of year, Brandon will say, well, you can have this one, or because we buy yearlings, and then we'll kind of go through them, and all of our horses are all for sale, but
we have to make a living.
Yeah, for sure.
And so he'll let me have one. And I just really enjoy that journey. And sometimes, Red Lines, he didn't get sold as a 3-year-old.
2-year-old.
Or 2-year-old. Sorry, he had some stuff, whatever it's called,
Summer sore
on his mouth.
So we couldn't take him.
Take
We
him
usually
with
take
us.
all them 2-year-olds that we own to the snaffle bit.
Okay.
And not in the sale. We just privately sell them.
Mm-hmm.
And
just haul them down there in private treaty.
Yeah. So he got a summer sore, so we couldn't haul him down there. I'm thinking this is God's way of saying yes. You got a snaffle bear. Thank you. We got to keep him. So I was happy, and then I had a really nice Bad Boon Rising mare, black mare, and she got strangles, and it came out the side of her neck, and I'm like, this is God's sign. We couldn't take her with us to the snaffle bit. I get to keep her. I love this mare so much. And I'm like, yes. And then we took her with us to the World Show, and we had some people interested in her and bought her, but I loved her too.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So
it's probably really is it rewarding to see where they end up down the road though? You see
it's
them
more rewarding for me to sell them and know that I have some money to keep
yeah,
going.
that's
more
truth.
rewarding to
That's
me.
The truth for sure.
It really is. I mean,
yeah.
We've sold several horses that's went on and done good, and yeah, you always watch them hey, Shad Parkinson bought a 3-year-old from us at the snaffle bit, and he showed it, and the world's great. It's went all along and done very,
so
very
awesome.
good.
And
on
I'm
it.
Their biggest cheerleaders too.
You like to
love
see them
them.
do good, don't get me wrong, but I think for me, it's more that, hey, we sold it, so we can maybe do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, and the whole idea is to build them to where other people can use them too, right? That's the idea behind training a horse. So, yeah. So tell me about winning the non-pro snaffle bit maturity.
Well,
how does that feel?
So I was reserve in the non-pro. I won the intermediate and limited. And it was really awesome. So that horse, Dollar Signs, I bought her as a yearling through the Western Bloodstock sale at the Snaffle Bit Fraternity, despite my husband telling me I couldn't have her. And I bought her.
She said she was going to buy a horse, and I told her, there's 2 rules. You can't buy Hickory Holly Time, and you can't buy a mare. And what did she do?
Tell me I won't.
Well, okay, first of all, his mistake was telling me I can't do something. And but I had seen that mare. Garth Gardner had sent Lori Adomsky Peak videos of her earlier that year on a walker, and he was trying to pedal her to him or to her. And I liked her, but I was just kind of hanging back. And then they had put her in the Snafflebit Futurity sale, and I had her full brother, and his name was Bobby, and I really liked him. I didn't get to show him at the Snafflebit Futurity, but I showed him a few times as a Derby horse, and Brandon showed him and did really well on him. And I'm like, So I took Abby, my best friend, over there, and we looked at her. I'm like, what do you think? She's like, I really like her. I'm like, I really do too. Like, I'm going to buy her. And so my grandma had passed away earlier that year and left me a little bit of money. And I thought, well, I got enough money. I can, it's when the horses were starting to kind of go up a little. I'm like, I think I can afford her, but I'm not sure, So I sat there through the sale, bought her. I paid like $15,000 for her. And I come back and I told Brandon, and Brandon had a meltdown. Well, he even told me he would not even ride her. I will never swing a leg over that horse. Don't you worry. Fact. So.
I don't know if I said that.
Yes, it was a fact. This is truth. So we had this little squabble about her for quite a while. And Tucker started her, and she bucked like a mother. Oh, my God.
And you were like, uh-oh.
I'm like, I'm never going to be able to ride this horse.
Never going to live this down.
Oh, my God. Like, what have I done, So anyways, they got her to a point that I could ride her. Brandon Stills never swung a leg over. I took her from about, we bought her in October. So I started riding her probably in February or March, right there. I rode her through her 2-year-old year. Brandon never swung a leg over. And I told Brandon, he'd worked her, we'd hauled her to Fort Worth a little bit. He'd worked her on a cow a little bit. I told him right before the pre-futurity, probably 3 weeks before the pre-futurity in Las Vegas, I said, I feel like this horse is an open horse. Like, I really wish you would try her. And
it was way before. It was May-ish.
May?
Because I was going down the fence on her.
Oh, okay. So a little bit earlier, so May.
She's scared to death of cows.
Yeah, she is scared
to death. And she couldn't get her down the fence because she can't get her close to a cow.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
and I said, and that's when I said.
That's when I got on
I
her.
said, but I think you need to show her in the open. Like, I think this is like an open horse. And he's like, I don't know about that. So he goes to the pre-futurity, and he won, I don't know, a ton of money on her at the pre-futurity. And he's like, well, that was good. Like, yeah. And
she ain't that fun to ride.
No.
But she's a show horse.
She's fun to ride.
She looks fun.
Like, I hate riding her. To be honest
I love her. Like,
she's not fun to ride. She's rough. She's
not rough. I love her. She's an angel.
She's scared to death of cows. And she's miserable.
She is not. She's
and then,
an angel
but she is a show horse. Like,
she looks good in the show pen.
She looks good in the show pen. Thank God.
She does.
So he decides to take her. He took her to Wyoming. I think by the time we went to Snafflebit Futurity, I think he'd won almost $30,000 on her. And then we got to the Snafflebit Futurity, and we'd won how much money?
We won $90,000 on her there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then she's made every single major aged event final since then.
Wow.
Oh, except one. She didn't make the stakes one year because we were breeding her.
She was gonna breed her, and she lost her mind.
Yeah, with
a
all the
bit.
hormones and stuff like that.
She just couldn't take it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
That was as a 4-year-old.
Yeah, our 4-year-old.
I didn't make the stakes finals on her.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
that
we
was
made
the
the
only
finals
one.
on her every
everything
time other
for-
than
yeah,
that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's an impressive horse.
If I could have rode her decent down in the finals, we'd have made a lot more on her.
Yeah,
Sometimes things go wrong.
Yeah, we won. Yeah, she was a great horse, and then she had spoiled me, and I actually hadn't. I only got to show her one time as a Derby age, just one time at the Tres Osos Derby.
I was second there on her the first year.
Yeah, and then I showed her there, and I was 4th in the non-pro, and then I never got to show her ever again. So the first time I ever got to show her was at the Derby just a couple months ago.
Oh,
at the bridal.
nice.
I skipped the 2-rein. I hate the 2-rein, but So, but that's the first time really I've gotten to show her since she was a 4-year-old, and then, but I ride her, like, it used to be that I would be the one that would, like, tune on her, because she just, like,
Terrible to ride.
they would, like,
Too much energy there.
yeah, and so I would school her for Brandon, and then Brandon would show her at the major age events, and a lot of times like in the finals, I'd school her for the finals, all that, and then he would just show her, just because it worked better that way,
Right.
because, like, I'm not as pressured.
Well, a lot of times as non-pros, we don't ask as much.
Yeah, but it's been the opposite for, like, the stud, like that Rebel Force stud. Like, I'm like too, and then he's just like, and so Brandon will have to get on and be like, hey, no, buddy,
Pay attention.
Yeah, and it's worked really good like that. I think that's the reason why we've always done so good on our horses, is because he can go to training on them, and then they can come to me, and I'm like, oh, it's all, like, I cruise around on them, and I think it's been really good for their mind. I think that's the reason why we've been able to do so well in the non-pro and open.
You guys definitely have a system that is showing success. There's no denying it.
Yeah. And I honestly believe that's the reason why, is because it's the yin and the yang.
Good dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes together, and it works that way. And we always pick horses that we know that we can get along. Like, if it's a high-strung horse, we know we can't do it. You know, but like, it's just a choice of horses that we've been able to. And if it doesn't fit, we won't do it.
Yeah.
Well, I've smart. Showed lots of
trying to force it when it's not. I mean, you're just wasting money and time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I always say I'm a really great catch rider, because, like, I trust and I know what he does, and so I can go and ride behind him, and just like as if I was riding it. But the first time we did it, I was a little worried about it. But
catch riding's terrifying. That's scary stuff. But, I mean, it is nice that you guys work with, you ride behind him all the time, so that does help for sure. But
yeah, I know all the buttons, and I know the horse. That's the biggest thing, is just knowing your horse going into, like, those big competitions, because I feel like a lot of people put horses in training, and they really don't know their horse. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's just... it would be really scary to show a horse.
Just swing a leg over when you haven't been riding it. I've done it. It's scary.
Yeah, it is.
Very
it
intimidating.
Really is.
Yeah,
it really
absolutely.
Is,
so I kind of like to ask this question. Do you, as a non-pro who's had great success and a great career, what kind of advice would you give to other non-pros?
That is a good question.
It could be training advice, it could be show day advice.
I think, like, the biggest thing I could give to other non-pros is, I think, as a non-pro, you struggle for your identity of who you are and kind of what you want in the show pen versus, like, your trainer. I think a lot of things changed for me when I started picking out people that I really liked and tried riding like them, like a style like them. I think another thing that really helped me, as well as with Brandon, is riding with people that are similar to your riding style. I think we get kind of, like, so far off. I think it's great to go ride with a reiner. It's great to go ride with a cutter, but a lot of times their maneuvers screw up our maneuvers. We're a 3 event. It messes up our fence work. We've been super blessed to be able to find people in our lives that have built us up, like John Mitchell. When we started hanging around Johnny Mitchell, it changed our program because of the way that he puts a horse on a cow is similar to the way we turn around, to the way, like, everything. It's not a constant battle of screwing up my turnaround because now I'm cutting and this and that. I think it's just finding a similarity. It's easier for the horse to be able to transition for 3 events. I think that's the biggest thing, and quit trainer hopping. That I see a lot of non-pros that are at this trainer for 6 months and now that, and it just, it just looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
And like your horses, like I feel so bad for these horses because they go from one program to another program to another program and they're just confused.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
like just find somebody, stay there and quit trainer hopping because it's not, I mean, it's not doing your horse any good. It's not doing you
Right.
any good. And plus I can't even imagine how the horse feels. you
Right.
know?
Yeah, for sure. No, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
So, Brandon, as a coach, as well as a person that's been in the industry for a long time, what advice would you give to non-pro competitors?
Just catch right your no, I can't.
Just catch it. Oh, please don't say that. It's so scary. It's so scary, Brandon.
Oh, I mean, I think, like Sophie said, you know, not that somebody shouldn't change trainers. Like I think the biggest thing is somebody. It happens a lot, you know as well as I do. Like Joe Blow, you know, you're friends with. Well, they ride with me. Well, sometimes you and me are not a good fit, but you've stayed there, and that's why like this ain't working. So you go to the next, and you haven't found that. Like, kind of do your homework where you, like I see. For me, even telling a young guy, like I've told several young guys, what if I should? I mean, it should be that you go find somebody. I don't care if he's a top 10 rider or a top 50 rider. If you like his horses,
Yeah.
Ride his horses.
and
Ride
don't
his horses.
and don't veer. I mean, like I mean, everybody can help you. I'm not saying that, but when I found, I mean, the first person that I probably found after Jack and Lawson and who I'd worked for was Zane. Me and him kind of trained a little together. We ride nothing alike, but we got ideas, and some worked, some didn't, from each other. The next person, probably Kelby Phillips. He is so talented. The trouble with Kelby is he's so talented that he can do stuff on a horse that if I did it, I can't get it done. But I've had to realize if I do that, it don't work like it does for him. I have to do this. And so you got to find what works for you. You know, if you like so-and-so horses, and I think the other thing is I'm really not a great non-pro person. Like we have 2 non-pros. We have three, David and Laura and Lori Peak. I really don't, the non-pro thing isn't really for me. And certain people can help you, not to say that I can't or somebody else can't, but that isn't my goal. My goal is to try to win the fraternity or try to be, you know, and I think that comes to play too.
Right.
And the other thing is sometimes I think the older guys, like Dan's very good with non-pros, I think. But sometimes I think if you got a whole bunch of them, then it's tough too, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So I think just instead of bailing into a program, kind of look through it a little and come to something. And if you're wanting to get into it, you know, that's what I'd tell them, so that you kind of have an idea of, I mean, do you like his horses? Or, well, I'm not really. I mean, you know, I like his horses way better.
I can afford him, and then you're like, okay, well, you still look like crap.
Yeah. Well, and it gets real expensive either way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think too, you know, like the best thing that I can tell you, I mean, I've had several non-pros, some listen, some don't, but like Lori, for example, when I tell her, like, hey, this is going to cost this a month, and this horse is not going to, like, we need to move on, she's all in. I mean, if I say we need to sell it and get a little better one, she's all about it.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
and look at her success.
Oh,
I mean,
she's been amazing.
yeah,
I mean-
she's won like 70,000 on her bridle
Yeah.
horse. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, she's
killing it.
she is.
and she works very hard at it and
Oh, I
rides
believe
good
it.
and
Yeah.
and
Well, she has good horses.
She bought good horses and-
well, but it's been like a teamwork effort to buy these. It's not like I go pick Joe Blow over here, this horse that I got at the Snafflebit Fraternity, blah blah blah, and then bring it to Brandon. It's been like, okay, Brandon, what have you been successful on? Oh, that WR. Okay, now you've won 170,000 on it because it was a teamwork of like that. This cat's the mark because it was a teamwork of. You want something? Well, this is what I like. It's going to cost you this much. Okay, let's do it.
Right.
And then go. And then her Titus horse, no different. You like that? Okay. Let's go. And so it's not a game of chance.
Right.
It's a game of, I just put in my money. I bought the best horse right here. Now let's go get it because you guys, it works.
Right.
It's not, I think so many people,
Well, and-
it's not a game of chance. You can go out and you can win. You can
Right.
buy something to
Right.
win on.
Right.
And it's proven.
There's strategy behind it all.
Yeah, there's strategy. Yeah, listen
I mean,
to
like
your
David
trainer.
Beckett, he owned that Cutting Right Up before he even knew me. Was with Aaron, was with Travis, and wanted to come to us, and he had 3 or 4 horses, and that horse fit me. I mean, I won on him. I think the first time I showed him.
Yeah.
Of course, he was probably 10 years old, and Aaron had trained him, and Travis had trained him, and whatnot. But the other ones
that he brought.
we got rid of, and he was like, "Okay, I'm in. Whatever you want." I mean,
Right.
you know, and then we've had success because of it, and not just
Milking it along on something
because
that ain't
it's. I mean,
Yeah.
you know as well as I do, it costs a lot of money to do
It's
nowadays,
not cheap
and it's not cheap,
at all.
and it really.
gonna work. Really, buying the horse is the cheapest part.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And
100,
we all don't. We all are going to lose, but it isn't that fun just to go get your ass kicked time and time and time again.
Yeah.
And pretty quick when it costs a lot of money. And I'm just telling you, well, if you were a little better and you was this and you, and I don't really, I'm not made that way. If I don't believe it's going to work, I'm pretty very blunt.
But you're saving people money by doing that, right?
Yeah, and there's
Well,
people
and-
that don't
and
like
the
it
skill,
either.
Like,
I'd rather be told personally.
yeah.
But, yeah.
But I mean, our bodies are getting wore out. I mean, like, I can only clean so many stalls.
Right.
I can only ride so many of my 2-year-olds anymore.
Right.
I mean, he can't just be plugging away at some dink that's never going to win any money and
Right.
then feeding you a line of bull crap.
Right.
I
Just
mean,
to
his
take your
body
money
can't.
for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, he can't, and it's. I think because the elimination process, I want to say that's the reason why he has been successful.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, not running
Well,
and trying
and
to
too,
stop
I mean, it
a billion
isn't
times
like
on a
we're
horse
just
that can't stop. You know,
Can and
Yeah.
everything. I mean, we go
No.
through them and we try to get to here, and then nowadays, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you know, well, maybe Daxon will show it or Tucker will show it or send it to Mike to make it open. It ain't going to win here, you
Right.
know, and as long as I think the advice you get, you need to trust in the program that you're in
Yes.
and trust that if you don't, you do need to move.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you don't trust who you're with and
You're
can't
not getting a
accept
result,
the
too.
Mm-hmm.
can't accept the bad with the good, then you know I mean it's
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. I mean, you have to trust the program you're in. You have to
Yes.
trust the advice you're being given. And if you don't, then you're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you'll see people like Todd Crawford. I mean, he has a program that's obviously a great program.
Amazing.
You know,
Yeah. Love
and-
those guys.
and he kind of told me the same thing. I mean, them guys got to listen.
Yeah.
Because we can't take this and make it this if it isn't got the talent, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So
Well, and there's so many good horses out there now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, when we all first started, I mean, it was a huge thing if like one could slide.
right?
You know, like
Yeah.
there might be one smart Chickalina at this whole show here, and we're like, oh my god,
Drooling
that's a
over the
smart
fence
chick.
at it.
Yeah, like that.
and now
that's a smart chick.
it's not
man.
that way no more. I mean, everybody has a good one. and
Everyone.
Yeah. If they're
you
here, they're
hope you
probably
have a
pretty
one,
good.
and,
Yeah.
I mean, and it's made some of these young trainers like, I mean, you look at Matt Frederick. I mean, he's a great hand in my opinion.
Fabulous.
And look what he's done. I mean,
Yeah.
not always does he have a great horse, but he's willing to work to make it the best he can. And like last year, he told me I shouldn't even be here, but he had the horses trained at the snaffle bit, and look what he did.
He did
He
great.
made the finals.
He made the finals.
Because he went ahead and were they good horses? No, they were just okay horses, but he had them trained.
Yeah.
Whereas somebody with a great horse may not have had
Have
it
'em
trained as
trained,
good,
yeah.
but Matt did, and he.
Yeah.
I mean, Clay Rozier's done very well doing this.
Absolutely.
I mean, so
We love all them guys, and that's the biggest thing too, is I think harmony within like a brotherhood.
yes.
You know, like I see a lot of it, like especially down south. Everybody, it's a knife fight because everybody's fighting for the same horses, and like honestly, I feel like it's more of a brotherhood up here. I mean,
Yeah.
especially the way, like, with my son is friends with everybody, which made us even closer to everybody.
Yeah.
But it's a harmony. It's a harm. What's the word I want to use? Like a flow.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's very important for our industry, and I think that's why the Idaho industry up here has
Is
worked
strong.
out so well. And I think this gem state.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we legitimately, like, we don't know Matt that well, but we
I mean,
love
you've
everybody.
seen him
Yeah.
come
You know,
along, you know.
We
Oh,
love
man.
everybody.
Man, I
and
tell
we
him
appreciate-
whenever I
you should
see
never
him.
be
Yeah.
scared of talent.
No.
I mean,
no.
Clay, Daxon, Tucker,
Yeah.
and it's the people that are out there shit talking talent. Those are the people that will never do any good
Yep.
ever.
Those are the ones you
Ever.
avoid.
Those
Yeah.
are the ones.
Well, and they're not
Yeah.
good. They're not good for the industry as a whole.
No.
They're not good for you, for me as
No.
a marketing person, for the.
But I think there's a
not good for
lot of
anybody.
good people in this Idaho deal.
I agree with you.
You
I think
know,
we have a
Idaho,
really
Utah,
good,
this-
Northwest.
You
Yes.
know,
Oh
some
yeah,
of the
we
Nevada,
love
like you
Trent
see the
up there.
Flint
Oops, sorry.
Yeah,
Flint.
Flint Lee.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trent Peterson. I mean, all this area.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good
A
hands.
lot of talent in
You
this
know,
area.
sometimes we don't have the horsepower that some of the
But down
Texas
south they do.
people
Right.
are down
Yeah.
there have.
Right.
But just like Matt, because I told him, I said, you know, you're cussing because you don't think you have the horse talent, which, no, he didn't have a superstar, but he still got him trained,
Still
and
did
look what
great.
happened.
Yeah. Yeah, he is handy. He's
You know
pretty
what I
handy.
mean? I mean,
Yeah.
and I like stuff like that. I mean, I
Yeah.
think good on Matt.
Yeah.
Like
For
good
sure.
for Matt. I mean, he took something that was average and he made it above average.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, and the owners are probably tickled pink, and he's successful on it.
Right.
And I think, and people like that in our area that, I mean, we work hard. I'm
Yeah.
sure everybody works hard, but I think sometimes when you have them real good ones, it's like he's okay, so we don't have to. But
Right.
I guarantee you, Matt trained them last year because they showed up and kicked everybody's ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. And like you said, that brotherhood and community, and I mean, the amount of people that get together and ride with each other for a weekend and
Yeah.
share ideas and
Yeah.
bounce and help each other progress and make it's so
Yes.
admirable in this industry because you guys are each other's direct competition,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But you rarely see somebody trying to cut somebody else's cinch around here. Like it
No.
just doesn't happen.
Well, I think it's almost the opposite. Like, I think we're on such guard that when somebody does, we're just flabbergasted. We're like, ah!
Yeah, who
You
are
know?
you? Where'd you come from?
Yeah, get out of here. And they're run out with pitchforks,
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
But
Yeah.
it's funny, like, when you're saying that, like last week we had a pre-work and Abby come up from Weatherford, and we hauled over to an arena and we rented like 300-400 head of cattle and just worked all our futurity horses, and that's what I get. Like, it's just a big brainstorm
Yes.
of like coming together and, well, why don't you try that, or why don't you try this? And it's just awesome because I see that in a little bit in the cutting with the people we hang out with, but I think the majority of people aren't like that. But the reason why we see that is because those people are like us, so that's why we're with them.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're
Yep.
a shit stirrer, I don't want to have nothing to do
We're not
with
gonna be
you.
hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
like I don't. That's birds of a feather flock together,
Yep.
and we just don't flock with them people.
No.
I can't. I'm too my mouth is too big and it just,
I can't control my face.
Yeah, I can't control.
So the cool thing about everybody coming together and sharing those ideas and having those sessions together is I feel like our sport grows and advances by leaps and bounds after you guys do that, right? Like everybody takes this little piece home and they add it to their program or change it to their own and add it to their program or whatever the case may be. And then the next year you see, boy, so-and-so's horse is turning around a little better and so-and-so's is stopping a little better. And then, man, did you see that fence turn? And where's it? I mean, the potential in that is mind-blowing and where that's going to end up and how exciting. And why wouldn't people want that?
Right.
You know?
Well, nowadays you can go online to that cow horse training online and you can learn how to train a horse. When Brandon was learning how to do it, it was like, hey, Zane, what did you find out when you were down there at the cutting fraternity?
Yeah.
Or, you know, on how were you working a cow? You went to Phil Hasmus. What were they doing there?
Tell me what happened. Yeah.
I mean, we've had back in the day, them old guys, like Dougie wouldn't let us in his tack room to see what he had. You know,
like not stay out.
It's
a secret.
You cannot see my weaponry. No.
It's so different these days, though. And do you think
secret.
The internet changed some of that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
You can get online and watch.
Oh, man. I do all the time.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Learn how to train your horse. I mean, before you'd have to go and buy the videos.
I mean,
like the
I'm
videos,
not a computer guy, so I don't get on there much to watch. But that's where, like, I mean, back when Kelby won the fraternity, like, me and him would send videos to each other 5 times a day.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Johnny Mitchell,
they still do
in the
this,
cutting,
yeah.
like, if I got a problem, it's videoed and sent to him, and he is so good about, like, he might tell you, when he sends me back a text, he'll say, hey, go back and look at 1 minute and 12 seconds. Watch how that horse's foot's doing this, this, and this, and do this instead of this. And like he will tell you down to the second of where, no, this is not, this is why, this is how. And you're like, I don't know if I can do all that. You know, and then stuff he told me 2 years ago, I'm like, oh, I might be working. Oh, that's what he was meaning.
Light bulb moment.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
have those too? I thought that was just.
Oh no, that's or at least that's me a lot.
All of a sudden, something from years ago, and all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, I wish I'd have realized that when I first got told that.
Yeah,
oh, that's
exactly.
like drawing a cow. Oh, I see.
Yeah. No, that's excellent. I mean, what a resource.
Yeah, it's been
everybody wins.
So good for it. I mean, between all that and the money now that we can win, I mean. Look at the $2 million. I mean, Telford's a $2 million rider. I think Zane Davis just turned one.
Nice.
I mean, look at I'm hoping I'm going to get to the million soon. I mean, look at the
trajectory has been crazy.
It's just because there's so much more money now.
Yeah, there is.
You know, the run for the million deal of Taylor Sheridan's. I mean, even just if you take that away, what it's done for the bridle horse deal away from the run.
Oh,
I mean, our
insane.
major events, the bridle horses, there's 80 to 100 head of horses in them.
Yeah.
And there used to be 20.
5 years ago, even, it was different.
You know?
I feel like, yeah. And I've said this before, but I just love what that mentality does to the whole horse show experience, because now you're not just worried about a good fraternity horse or a good derby horse, right? You have to think about keeping their mind sound, their body sound, and them on track now, clear up into their... How old was the horse that Randy Paul showed at the World?
He was 18, I think.
18 years old.
Lean
a little to my right.
18 years old.
Is it left?
Left or right?
Oh, right.
Right?
We don't know. Left or right?
I don't know. Yeah, he's leaning. Something.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah.
And that we're now thinking about it that long term.
Yeah.
And keeping those horses healthy. And
we'll try to go buy a bridle horse.
Oh, I have one for sale.
Well, I'll be honest. At the Derby, I had 2 people try to come up by my mare.
Really?
Yeah. No joke. And I'm just like, God, you know, like back in the day to sell a bridle horse, I mean you were, it was hard.
Yeah. You were selling them as prospects so that you didn't have to hold on to them that long.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
Yeah. It's cool though. I love to see that within our industry.
Yeah.
Like, bravo to everybody on that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I know that you need to go school your 10 head of horses. I'm going to go school my 1. It's really tough work. I know, yeah. but I can't tell you guys enough how much it means to me that you did this. I really, really appreciate it. And I wish you all the luck at this show and on the ones down the road. I'm sure I'll see you guys at the next couple. But any final thoughts or anything for the wrap up, or said what you had to say?
Yeah.
Good to go?
Yeah.
All right. I love it. Well, good luck this weekend. And again, thanks for being here.
You too.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, guys, and coming along for the ride. And don't forget, use more leg.